already there. If you've got dogs, they love joining in yoga, so do consider bringing them on the gym. Hope you can see everything. Just seeing if you've got the best view there. And I think we're going to get going. Can they see you, Victoria? Let me just go back a bit so they can see you perfectly. Can you move over a bit that way, just so we don't have so it's more there. Right, one second. I'm just going to move your mat for you a second. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's get going.
Let's start with some bunny hops. So we're doing this first thing in the morning here, so all the energy and the blood and everything, it sort of pools around your vital organs at night for all this repair that we're doing. So we're now sending everything to our extremities, sort of rebalancing the energy, getting it to our arms and our legs, our jaw, waking everything up. And you can shake out the wrists.
And you can pee beforehand.
Yeah, go for pee. And then feet wider than mat width, side to side, gently loosening up the upper back. If you're anything like me, you sleep in a hunched position in a little ball. It's great to get some movement into this upper back, circling the ankles and wrists. Just wait for Trinny to come back and then we can start. So the most important thing to do is to breathe in and out through the nose and breathe with sound, making a contraction in the back of the throat like you're whispering or fogging a mirror like this, but with your mouth closed. So we want to hear the sound because that's louder than your thoughts. So we'll get this lovely calming breath and switching off our thoughts, just focusing on moving and breathing for the next hour. Come standing at the top of the mat. Just have to get my clock because I don't watch today. Rocking forwards and back, toes to heels, and then find the midpoint and press your feet down. Press your big toes, little toes, inner heel, outer heel. Feel a really firm connection to the earth. Lift up your kneecaps, lift up your pelvic floor, draw your tailbone down a little, and then draw your ribs in and down, like you're trying to push your ribs into your hips, and you'll feel the whole of the girdle of your core switching on as you lift the pelvic floor up. So we're strengthening the core from the bottom and the top. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Pull the ribs in again because they will stuck out. And grow tall through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let's add some movements on salutation A. Inhale, sweep the arms up, press palms, see thumbs. Long exhale as you fold forward, relax your head. Slide hands up, shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, flat hands on the floor as you step back to plank. Push the floor away, broaden your hands, really press your index finger knuckles down, and lower knees, belly, chest to the floor. Press down with the pubic bone to lift the heart, cobra, squeeze elbows in. Exhale, chin down. Now stick your bum in the air, push through strong arms, that's it, push up, downward facing dog. Breathing in, so this upside down V shape. Breathing out, steadying the breath now. Breathing in, push through the hands. Breathing out, lift the hips higher. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out, draw the ribs in and down. Inhale, one more. And exhale. Soften knees, look forward. Inhale, walk to top of mat, back to that halfway lift, arch back. So look forward, that's it. Exhale, fold. So we're moving our spine in all different ways, arching, rounding. Inhale, all the way up. Press palms. Exhale, hands down by your side. A little bit faster. Inhale, sweep arms up, see thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, see your navel, tuck your chin. Inhale, hands up, shins, see the horizon. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank, lower your knees. Now bend your elbows halfway, keep your ribs lifted, look forward. Inhale, upward facing dog, heart lifts, come onto the tops of your feet. Now pull your chest through your arms, pull, 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 lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathing in. and out. So we always come back to the steadiness of the breath. Downward facing dog, not so important to have your legs poker straight, more important to get your arms and your back in a really good stretch. So think of lifting hips higher. And then adding the legs last. There's plenty of leg stretching to come. We want back and arms first. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften knees, look forward. Inhale, top of mat, look up. Lengthen sides of the waist, sides of neck. Exhale, fold, see your navel. Push through your heels to come up. Exhale, hands down by your side. Set your feet wide. We're going to add a squat to this one. So only go as far as your knees are comfortable. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Now turn your feet out and sink your hips low for a squat. Chest to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank and bend elbows halfway, maybe with your knees off this time. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull chest through arms, feel your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, steady back. Breathing out, stay there. Breathing in. Now chest to thighs, lifting up your knees. Stretch your thumbs. One more deep breath in. One more long slow breath out. Soften knees, look forward. Variation. We're going to step feet around the hands. Come back into the squat. So high squat or low squat. Exhale, fold, lift your hips, now parallel your feet. Inhale, push through heels, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down by your side, set your feet together. Sun salutation B, a few more moves now. Inhale, chair, sink hips, torso upright, see thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, lean forward, lift the shoulders, lift the belly. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank. Keeping your body in a plank shape, moving only your arms, bend elbows halfway. Nice. Inhale, sweep chest through, upward facing. Inner elbows spin forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Inhale, press left heel down. Right foot steps, exhale, you're in a lunge. Take the back heel down. Sit down in and down. Inhale, knee over ankle to come all the way up. Anchoring through your back leg, feeling it really strong. And exhale, hands down, back to plank, push up. Inhale, upward facing, that's really good. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg lifts. Inhale, press right heel towards the mat. Press it down more, that's it. Exhale, step. Back heel down to come up. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, upward facing. Stretch the front of your throat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Breathing in. Breathe out 1. And if you want, you can take your right hand to left shin. Press through left hand. Breathing in, switch sides. Breathe out 2, just a bit of arm strength. Breathing in, replace. Breathe out 3, melt chest to thighs more. Inhale, top of mat, look up. Exhale, fold, touching. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands down by your side. Last one, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, go back lower. Inhale, upward facing. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Exhale, downward facing. Keep exhaling. Right, oh sorry, the right leg lifts. Inhale. Sorry, I forgot to break that down. Right foot steps, exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, upward facing. Feel the expansion. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Left foot steps, exhale. Expand into the inhale as you come all the way up, filling up. And then relax into the exhale as you come down, feel the grounding. Inhale, upward facing, look up. Squeeze your shoulders and bum and heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathe out 1. Breathing in. Breathe out 2. Breathing in. Last one, 3. Inhale, top of mat, look up. Make this into a back bend. Exhale, fold, spine goes the other way, forward bend. Inhale, chair, so this is an element of back bend here, always back bending, forward bending. Exhale, hands down by your side, very nice. Chair to crow, inhale, chair, hips low, so torso is upright and you really feel your back here. Oh, fierce pose, 3 breaths. Press your palms to feel the back switching on, straighten the elbows. Inhale, 1 more, weight in the heels. Exhale. And then twist, left elbow, right knee. Press down, top hand, lengthen spine, lengthen neck. Exhale, spin the chest to look over top shoulder. So can you lift your chest off your thigh more by pressing the top hand down? Yes. Squeeze your shoulders. Breathing in, weight in heels. Breathing out, coming up, inhale, chair. Exhale, squeeze your knees together, keep them glued. Twist the other way, push down to go up. Now in yoga, we have this concept called rooting to rise. The more you press down, the more you get a lift back up. This lovely feeling of lightness that we get through being strong. Inhale, chair. Exhale, heel toes of feet apart, coming into a squat, or a high squat or a low squat. Press down with the feet, lift up in your pelvic floor, push down in your ribs. You can add hip strength by taking your arms up, look up. Press the outer edges of the feet down, inner edges of the feet, straighten your elbows. 3, 2, 1. Hands and feet in a square. Knees high up on the backs of the arms. If you're new to crow, which is what we're doing next, you might start this on a block. Okay, come onto your tiptoes, look forward. That's it, yeah. So it's the inner, it's the calf, so just below the knee on the tricep, that's it. A wider position with your hands makes it a little bit more stable. That's it, looking forward, squeeze the heels in, so as the head comes down, the feet float off. Just playing with these 2 weights, head and bum. Oops, and then let's meet in downward facing dog. Oh, nod your head, yes. Shake it, no. Inhale deeply. Exhale, flutter lips. Shake it out. Warrior to triangle. Right leg lifts, inhale, press left heel down. Right foot steps, exhale. Inhale all the way up, so your back foot is flat. Hips face forward, so spin them round. Exhale, humble warrior, clasp hands bowing down, ear inside knee. Staying low, inhale, straighten front leg. Exhale, rebend, maybe you're going a bit lower. That's it, head down, relax your head. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend, anchoring through your back leg, fist goes high. That's it, inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend and stay down a breath. Breathing in, stretch mat between heels. Breathing out, let your head go 2% more. That's it. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, open hips and arms to a T, warrior 2. Now, ribs in and down, pelvic floor up. Strong core, looking over your front fingers. Take a deep breath in as you stretch mat between heels. And a long, slow breath out, front shin vertical. Breathing in, ribs in. Breathing out, pelvic floor lifts. Moving only the upper body, reverse. Give yourself a stretch with that top hand. Ooh. And exhale, triangle, step shorter. Reach forward and down. catch the big toes or shin. Now spin the hips to the side of the mat, spin the chest and the shoulders looking up at your top hand. Inhale, drawing on the big toe to take the crown of the head forward. Exhale, spin the chest more, leaning back. Inhale, push the ceiling away with your fingers. Exhale. Take the hand to the hip, look down, set your hands down, shorten and widen your stance, fold forward. We're going to set up a revolving triangle. So set your feet a little bit, tiny bit wider, yeah, hip width. This left hand down, right arm up. Yeah, revolving triangle. Inhale, lengthen the right side of the body. Yeah, that's it. Exhale, twist more. Inhale. Nice. Exhale, take crown of head forward. That's it. Yeah, so thinking length. That's it. Inhale. Exhale. Set that hand down, look down, get your balance. Step back, foot back. We're coming up for warrior two once more. Ribs in, pelvic floor up. Side angle, elbow to knee. Push down like crazy to get some height. Back arm up and over. One line from fingertips to heel. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, spin the chest more, look up at top fingers. Inhale, pelvic floor. Exhale, ribs in and down. Inhale, relax your toes. Exhale, push through your heels. Inhale, set the hands to the floor and the back knee down. Exhale, come all the way up. Inhale, left arm up. We're taking the twist. Exhale, twist to the right. Push down to go up again. Option, straighten back leg. Look down to get your balance. Straighten the back leg and then reset the twist. I find the back heel down a bit easier. A bit easier to balance. Inhale, lengthen neck. Exhale, spin. One more. Exhale, set the hands down. Nice. Step back to plank. Feel the difference in the two legs. We work the right, lower into your push-up. Inhale, up facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come onto your knees. Option, stay in child's pose for a pause, or come onto your forearms for forearm dog, moving into Pincha Mayurasana, the forearm stand. So we'll break this down. Forearms down, flat, and then lift your hips high, walk your feet in, and now push back through your forearms.
Sorry, I didn't take
Getting
off the
strong
comments.
just by resting on your forearms and pushing back. Again, pushing down to go up.
Sorry about that.
That's it. Push down, push back through your forearms, push back through your elbows, and then walk in. Raise one leg, looking forward. You might take some little hops. That's it. Keeping that top leg up. Yeah, look forward. Nice. Push down to go up. Nice. And then come back to child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Steady your breath again. Long, slow breath out. So we're getting our head, our mind back into balance before the next side. By steadying the breath. Tuck toes, down facing dog. When you're ready, down facing dog. That's it. Second side. Left leg lifts, inhale, press right heel down more. That's it. Left foot steps, exhale. Inhale, warrior one, all the way up. So feet are either side of the midline. Press palms and anchor through back leg. Really press the back foot down. Press it, press it, press it. Take a deep breath in, reach up. And a long, slow breath out. Relax front toes. One more breath in, stretch them up between heels. And out. Inhale, clasp hands behind you. Maybe the other thumb's on top this time. Arch back. Relax your toes as you come forward and down. So the heels, which are the strongest bone, are really doing all the taking the brunt here. Inhale, straighten front leg. Exhale, rebend. Squeeze your shoulders and lift your fist. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend and stay down for a breath. Breathing in, humble warrior. Breathing out. Press through heels to come up. One more. Pause in warrior one. Exhale, open hips and arms to a T. Line up your heels, warrior two. Breathing in, lift pelvic floor. Breathing out, draw ribs in and down. Breathe in, stretch elbows in opposing directions. Breathing out, actively press your palms down to activate the triceps. One more breath. Inhale, reverse. Top arm comes up. Reverse warrior, front knees bent. So grab your top hand, give yourself a stretch. Back to warrior two, straighten front leg, shorten stance, reach forward for your big toe triangle. Now peel the hips open to the right, peel the chest, and then the arm comes up, triangle pose. That's it. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing out, finding a steadiness here. Look down, set your hands down, step shorter and wider. So the back leg is anchored in triangle, right arm down, or fingertips, left arm up. Inhale, lengthen front of body. Exhale, squeeze your bum as you spin your chest more. Challenge here is to stay long in the front of the body, not to look behind you and hunch up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Look down, press into heels all the way up. Exhale, find warrior two, turn back foot in, and heels are in line. Side angle, elbow to knee, push down, and back arm up and over, looking at your top fingers. One line, fingertips to heel. Little finger side points down. That's it, pushing down to go up. And we're lifting the inner arch of the back foot, so this presses down. Nice. Set your hands down, drop the back knee. Right arm comes up, ready for the twist. Right elbow, left knee, push down. Get chest off thigh, and maybe straighten your back leg. Back heel off or on, up to you. Off is easier for the twist, but a little less stable, so squeeze your thighs, inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, lengthen, lift back kneecap. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look down, set your hands down. Exhale, step back to plank and lower into push up, ribs draw in. Elbows squeeze into the side of your body, look forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Back onto your knees for second side, child's pose. You can add twists in child's pose, a few breaths one way, a few breaths the other, or using your other leg for your forearm dog with the leg raises, raising the other leg, keep looking forward, and maybe get some little hops to come up. That's it, forward, nice, push down to go up, really pressing down. Do you want me to take you up?
Yeah.
Okay. So walk your feet in more, raise one leg up and then bounce off the other one. Yeah, that's it, squeeze, squeeze, that's it, look forward, press down, press your hands into the floor, forearms into the floor, squeeze. Nice. When you're ready to come down, just let
Okay, I'm feeling too far over.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'm standing there, so it's.
Yeah, I just felt.
I know it. When you don't feel strong, yeah, come down, exactly. And then take a few. You did, I know. And I've not doing yoga for quite a while, that's pretty good.
Let's hit more wins, Victoria.
Exactly. Take a few breaths in child's pose just to come back to steadiness before we start with our wide-legged stretches. Okay, downward facing dog, put the hands to the back of the mat, feet hip width apart, grab your big toes, elbows out to the side as you pull yourself into this forward bend. With every inhale, lengthen front of body. With every exhale, elbows pull to the side as you fold forward and down. So pulling yourself down, using your abs and your quads to close the front of the body and not just gravity. Slide hands under feet, Adho Hastasana, wriggle toes into a wrist crease. Inhale, lift kneecaps, lift belly. Exhale, draw yourself deeper. Inhale, feel the expansion from the inside. Exhale, feel the grounding. Through the heels, through the hands. Release the hands, take them to the hips. Come up to standing, reach up. So this is upside down handstand. So we want to feel like a pole upright. Push through the feet, squeeze your ankles in towards each other. Lift up in your pelvic floor, pull your ribs in and down. So this is, if we're going up the other way, if we were doing handstand, we'd need all of this core engagement, and can you squeeze your legs in towards each other and feel the toes pushing through the toes. You'd need all of that upside down for handstand. It's much easier to practice this way up. Okay, and then walk forward. Set your heels down. Inhale, step it wide, feet parallel. Oops. Hands on hips, just turn the toes in a bit. Lift the heart, fold forward. Wide-legged forward bend, position A. Fingertips in line with toes. If you practice tripod headstand, up you go. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, draw yourself deeper using your abs. One more breath in. One more breath out. Pressing to the legs, come all the way up. Take your arms out to a T. Exhale, hands behind you, make a fist. Inhale, lift kneecaps, arch back, stretch throat. Exhale, fold forward and down. Squeeze your shoulders. Take your fist over your head. So adjusting yourself, going deeper. Bringing your hand closer to the floor with every exhale. Strong legs, long spine. So it's really good if you sit at a desk a lot, if you hunch forward. This is the opposite almost. Breathing in, lift kneecaps. Breathing out. Release the hands, take them to the floor, turn your toes out, and keeping your hips low, crawl side to side lunges. So arm goes as low as you can for this one, knees committing. So it's almost like a squat. Getting into your hips. If you want to add strength, you do it without your hands. And use the strength of your legs and heels. And then make a figure of 8 on its side. Outward movements with the hips. And then sit down with your legs wide. And you both do this on a block. Legs out to the side for the wide-legged straddle. Good idea, thank you. Otherwise you won't see anything. Okay, toes to the sky, press down to go up. Press down on the legs, lifting up in the spine, ribs in. Hands sit tall. So this may be where you are feeling plenty in the hips here. If you want to feel a little bit more, and that's in your range of motion, go forward with a long spine, toes to the sky. Take your hands in front of you. Sending the bowl of the pelvis back. So we're trying to keep length in the front of the body between the pubic bone and the ribs. And then take your hands to your big toes, drawing on the big toes to lengthen. Exhale, folding deeper. Breathing in. Breathing out. That's it. Breathing in, draw your toes to your face to lift kneecaps. So like that, yeah, just, you can do it just with your legs, just with the toes themselves. Yeah, that just switches the legs on. So if we're switching on the front of the legs, we use these muscles to shorten, we lengthen the muscles in the backs of the legs. Inhale, come up. Bending to one side, shoulder dips inside the knee, that's the direction of travel. And then the other elbow goes over the ear, so we don't want that to flop forward. Inhale, lengthen between elbow and hip. Exhale, opening the front and side of the body. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, come up, second side. I feel like a jumper that's shrunk in the wash. And then coming up, Mula Bandha checkup. So Mula Bandha is your root block, your pelvic floor muscles going to lift in and up. Give you blocks. Take your hands on blocks or on the floor, either side of one leg. So put your hands will be on blocks like that. Yeah. Straighten your legs. We're going to go low over that left leg. Press down and the hips go up and back. So stay low with the upper body. That's it, hips go up and back. Nice. Now push down with the middle hand so much that your back leg floats off. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Second side. Hands or blocks either side of thigh. Go low. Now hips go up and back. Lift yourself up with your pelvic floor. Nice. Yes. Look forward at your other leg. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Down. Oh, I've got a cramp. Okay, shake it out. Rolling over. So this next one's on our knees. So if you want padding, you can double or bring that. Are you going to be okay like this?
Yeah.
Out with your right leg forward. So Anjaneyasana, the crescent lunge, it's sort of half a split. Knee over ankle, press your hands on your knee and then slide your back leg back till you feel a decent stretch in your, I'm going to do the same as you. Yeah, or the front leg forward. You want to feel a decent stretch here in the hip flexor. Now, squeeze that back butt cheek to activate and then press the top of the back foot down, press all the toes into the floor and feel how much of more of an activation you get in that leg. Leaning back, lift your pelvic floor, press down in that back leg. This is Anjaneyasana, your crescent lunge, half a split. There is a variation here if you want to try it, arms up. And if you like, option, you can lift the back knee off, you're on the top of the foot, it's quite strong, but squeeze the back butt cheek. And then exhale, coming down. Now straighten the front leg, slide it forward, chin to shin. So we're doing the splits in halves. We did the back leg, now we're doing the front leg. Inhale, lengthen the front of the body. Exhale, chin to shin. Inhale, lengthen, nice. Exhale, chin to shin. One more. And then option, either stay here or slide the feet away, joining up both those two movements. Hands can be on blocks. You can have blocks under your front bum cheek or staying high. That's it. Yeah, so pushing down on the blocks. Nice. Lift up in pelvic floor and squeeze your back butt cheek. Press the top of the back foot down like you're trying to make a dent. Press the front heel down like you're trying to make a dent. Active legs. So we're stretching with muscular control. So that's mobility as opposed to simple flexibility. And then gently hit eject. Downward facing dog. Second side, coming onto your knees. Take your other leg forwards. That's the right one for us. Crescent lunge. Double fold if you need padding. Okay, so we want to feel a decent stretch in that back hip flexor. So slide the back knee back or the front foot forward. Front knee stays over ankle. Okay. Squeeze your back butt cheek. Press the top of the back foot down like you're trying to make a dent. Push on the knee. Arch your back, look up. Send your hips forward. Feel that back leg activating. If you did the variation, arms up and maybe take the back knee off. Oh, front of the foot stretch. 3, 2, 1. Coming down, hands down. Switching, so bend back knee, straighten front leg, chin to shin. Half Hanuman. So Hanuman was the monkey god who had these very long legs because he took a giant leap from India to Sri Lanka. So the split pose is named after him. We feel our legs getting longer. Send your hips back. Exhale, chin to shin. And then, if you want to join both of those up, slide your feet away. Actively pressing the feet down so you feel really strong and supported, not like you're going to snap in half. Pressing down to go up. You might feel one leg very different to the other leg. One more breath. Oh. Coming out of there. Downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Now walk the feet into a short downward facing dog. We're going to do some little bunny hops. So this is our handstand prep. Feet together. You're going to look forward, strong palms, push through the heels of the hands. You're going to try and keep your elbows straight as you shift the weight into the hands, kick the heels into the bum. That's the challenge, is keeping the elbows straight. That's the hard bit. That's it. That's it. Okay, and then we're facing dog. So every time just building up a bit of arm strength. Walk the hands to the back of the mat, ragdoll, grab opposite elbows, steadying your breath again. Breathing in and out. Take your hands to your hips, all the way up. Set your feet together for your standing balance. Let's take tree pose. Shift the weight into the left leg, squeeze the left butt cheek, pick up the right knee. Take your heel to your inner thigh or your calf. If you haven't done balancing for a little while or you're newer, start with the foot low rather than leaning against something. You can even have your toes on the floor. Okay, core strength. Lift up in the pelvic floor. Push down in the ribs. Make the girdle with your muscles. Push down in the standing leg. Press your palms together, whether they're up or at your chest. And pick a spot to look at, a couple of feet in front of you on the floor. This is your drishti, your gaze point. Stops you scanning around and stops your head moving around and taking you off balance. Reach up. If you've reached up and your ribs have poked out, like mine do, draw them in and down. Breathing in. And out. Take your hands to your hips, ankle to knee, and then sink low with the hips for the hip stretch, flexing your foot. And maybe your hands come to the floor inside your ankle. That's it, hips go low. Nice. Push down in the left heel to come up. And set up for your second side of tree. Knee out to the side, squeeze the right butt cheek. You want a really firm tree trunk. And set your heel on your inner thigh. If you find your heels slipping down your leggings like that, you just need to push those two surfaces together more. Ribs in, down, floor, pelvic floor up. And then set your hands down, ankle to knee. Hips go low, weight into the heel. Push into the heel, come all the way up. Come on to stand. And then let's sit down, cross the ankles. See if you can sit down without using your hands. So. There's a challenge about sitting down without bending your knees.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of ways you can do it. You can do it like, I don't know, you can do it like this, I don't know, like that. That's quite fun. So, I don't know, so you could come from standing, you could keep your legs straight, walk down dog, then side plank, whoops, side plank, and then sort of spin around coming onto your bum.
That's easy.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
And
otherwise it's very difficult.
easy peasy. Okay, Dandasana, the staff pose. So legs out in front of you. Press your legs down like crazy and push your heels away with stretching the back of the body. And sit tall, hands by the hips. This is sitting up core work. Pelvic floor lifts, ribs draw down, but your chest lifts towards your chin and your chin comes down towards your chest. So we're lifting up strongly on the inside, pushing away with the heels and down. Shoulders roll back. This is called Maha Bandha, the great bandha. We're using Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Bandha means lock. We're drawing the navel in and up. Uddiyana Bandha, the upward flying lock. And unusually we have Jalandhara Bandha, the third lock, chin lock. And these are sort of energetic engagements to keep the energy in that we're bringing in through the breath. But it's also great for strengthening yourself on the inside. Lift the chin, release. Now take the hands in front of you like this. You go around the back. This is a handstand drill I've been doing. It's hard, by the way, and it doesn't feel nice, but you could probably do it actually with all your Pilates. I think it comes from Pilates. Your fingertips are on the floor, you're slightly rounding, and we're flapping the legs up and down. That's it. Let's see if we can do 20. But in all the handstand tutorials I follow on Instagram, this is the one that they do. I know it's, I know, it's evil, isn't it? Okay. So what we're doing here is creating this rod of strength. When we're up here.
That's good, that's good. Handstand drills, we like them, we're going to get there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing them in all my classes at the moment and nobody likes them, but you know the benefits. Okay, lying down on your front. Back strengthening, again, something else we need to keep ourselves upright. Press the tops of the feet down, press the hands down, press the pubic bone down like you're trying to press it through the mat. Now, pressing down, lift the shoulders and lift the head. Thinking about this as a back bend, so your neck is part of your spine, so we want to look up and arch the back through the arms, and now add the legs, lift the legs off. Everything is working. 3, 2, pull back through the arms, 1, coming down, make a pillow.
I don't find that one difficult.
Don't you? Okay, lift everything higher then. That's it. Yeah, you want to feel it in your back. Do you feel it in your back? Yeah, that's it. Feel it more. So just lift more until you feel it. So you go to where you feel it. Float the arms off. Yeah, more. Lift higher. Brilliant. That's so good. And then come down. You've got a very strong back.
The other one I cannot for the life of me do. Okay.
Make a pillow with your hands. Okay. The next one. Bend the knees. Reach for, is this all right on your knees? Reaching for your heels. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So lift the knees off with the hands. Use the, that's it. Now tighten the bone. Make the biggest arch you can. Get as much of your bottom of your front body off the floor. Kick the feet into the hands, hands into the feet. That's it. Squeeze shoulders. Look up. Yeah, head up. Neck is part of the back bend. Yes. Kick, kick, kick. Higher. Heels high. Heels high. It's really good. Exhale. Coming down.
Is that prep work as well?
Pardon?
Is that prep work as well for our back bend, or is that just
well,
nothing?
that is just back. It's back
strengthening.
strength.
Okay.
These downward facing back bends get your back stronger.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's just do our pecs. Make a cactus shape with your arms. Rolling over onto the right side. Press the cactus arm down. Lengthen your neck. And then rolling over, other side. You should feel a stretch. You feel a stretch in your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really strong for me. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And out. And coming onto your hands and knees. So this is also, so for handstand, which is what Trinny was asking me about, you need, what I struggle with is shoulder mobility. So if you think about handstand, your arms need to be alongside your ears like that. But what happens with me is my ribs poke out. So for shoulder mobility, I'm going to go into puffy pose, stretch the arms out, and now you're going to tuck your pelvis under, push through your hands, almost like you're rounding the back and pulling your ribs in. So can you feel stuff happening in your shoulders when you do that? Okay, you can take your head off if you like, whatever's comfortable. And then arch the back into a kind of more down dog shape, that's it. And then round the back, pull the ribs in, press the hands down. So you want to really lift up here, that's it. Thinking about using this to open your shoulders. Yes, look forward. And then round the back. I mean, relax the back. One more, pressing down. Round the back like a cat, that's it. Feel the shoulders. And then arch the back, go soft. One more, pressing down. So your chest goes through your arms. And then sit back on your heels. Rolling over onto your back. Bridge pose. Either each hand holds or insert the fingers underneath. Tension in your structure here. Making an arch. The strongest shape in architecture. Push down in your heels to lift your hips higher. Down to go up. And then coming down, either repeating that or hands alongside the ears. Coming up onto the crown of the head, take a breath there. And if you want to go all the way up for Urdhva Dhanurasana, up you go. Crown of head. This is another great shoulder opener. Eventually straightening your arms. That's what you're working on, straight arms. Yeah, that's it, nice. When you're ready, coming onto the crown of the head. Hug the knees in. Rocking back. Massaging your spine. Coming up to seated. Janushasana, hug the right knee in. Drop it out to the sides. This is seated tree. Inhale. Sit tall. And exhale. Reach for the foot, the shin, or the bind beyond the foot. And as you inhale, you lengthen the spine over the leg, and then right kidney to left shin, fold deeper. Inhale, stretching yourself from the inside. Your lungs are like a balloon, expanding on the inside. And on the exhale, moving into that space. So on the inhale, we create tension on the inside to stretch. And on the exhale, relaxation. Playing with these two opposing forces. And I'll come all the way up. Exhale, set the foot flat. Space between the foot and the thigh. Marachasana A, reach forward. And then back. Entirely rotate the shoulder, reach for your wrist behind you. Inhale, draw the chest forward and the hips back. Exhale, chin towards the shin. That's it, breathing in. With every inhale, draw yourself forward. So always self-adjusting in these poses, not just staying in a shape, because that's just the shape. It's the transformation that is where we're doing yoga. And I'll come up. And then extend the legs along the mats. Oh, I've got a bit of fun core work. Grab your block. This is what I've been doing in my classes. I love this one. Grab the block. If you don't have a block, grab a cushion. If you don't have either of those, you just imagine you have and you're squeezing your legs in. Okay, lie down on your back. Again, core work is handstand to lift the block to the sky. Now push the heels away to lift your tailbone off. Straighten your legs if you can. Push, squeeze and lift. Now you're lifting your upper body as well. Can you touch your toes on the block? That's it. Now take the block in your hands, stay up, and then set the legs down, take the block overhead if you've got room. Okay, inhale, legs come up, push, squeeze, lift, replace the block, hold, straight legs if you can, that's it. And then set the block down, slowly with your core. Inhale, come up, push, squeeze, lift, hold, and then down. Squeeze your legs as they come down. Inhale, come up, push, squeeze, lift your tailbone off more, lift, 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 and then down. Inhale, come up, push heels to sky, squeeze your navel, pelvic floor. One more. Inhale, come up, push, squeeze, lift higher, lift higher, lift higher. Switch. Take the block down, release, your wipe and knees side to side. Rock up and back. Janushirasana, seated tree, second side, left knee in. Drop it out to the side, forward, forward. Inhale, drawing on the foot or the shin to lengthen front of body. Exhale, fall forward and push your heel away to stretch the back of the leg. Steadying your breath. So we always want to go to where we feel something happening. Something that's got that kind of ooh. Ooh, yeah, it's a bit like when you're having a massage and they get their thumbs in and you go, ooh, that's the spot. That's kind of where we want to be. Not so it's painful and you start to tense, but just so you can feel something, some tension is softening. Now come up. Exhale, set the foot, space between the foot and the thigh, so your heel is by your hip. A bit more this way. That's it. Reach forward. Internally rotate. Pulling back on the shin to take the chest forward. This is hips, this is shoulders, hamstrings. Love this one. So many things. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. exhale, extend the leg along the mat, lying all the way down. Let's take a spinal twist to finish. Hug the right knee into the chest, give it a squeeze into your armpits, and then drop it over to the left. Relax your right shoulder down. So the left leg is still active, you're still pushing through that inner heel. Navel draws in. Lengthen from the inside on the inhale. Twist a little deeper, grounding on the exhale. And then switch sides, lie on the back. Extend right leg. Hug left knee into armpit, give it a squeeze, and drop it to the other side. In. Take the arms and legs to the sky, circle your joints. Hands on your knees, circle shoulders and hips outwards. Shake out your hands and feet. Lovely lips. Just get all the energy back into all your nooks and crannies. A big starfish stretch. And setting up for a few moments rest. Softening of jaw. Tongue is relaxed in the back of the mouth. Softening all the little muscles and eyes. Your ears are gently listening to eyebags coming. Soften your brain. Feel it dropping down into the center of your chest, into the heart space. Feel it being enveloped there for a few moments. Nothing to think, no one to be. Nothing to do. Gently starting to feel your physical body on the mat as you wiggle fingers and toes, maybe moving head side to side, take a stretch, roll over onto one side. Push yourself up to seated. Press your palms on your chest. We'll close with a long humming breath, feeling the vibrations on your chest with your hands, the longest hum you can, breathing in. Release hands. Thank you.
Oh, so happy to be back doing this.
Oh,
So
I
happy to be
feel
back
joined
doing
up. That's the idea.
Yeah, conjoined.
Yes.
Yes, thank you everybody for taking part, and we will catch up again soon.